There we go. I should always remember to add myself to the stream before I start it. You wouldn't think you had to do that, would you? But you do. Anyway, cheers. Good evening or good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Hope your day is great. Anyway. Right, Summers is here and Sam will be there. Vivian, hi. Hi, Mrs. Tyler J. Ron, good to have you with us. Oh, Jane the Seeker's here as well. This is all good. Right, well, I sincerely hope everyone is having a good day. Let's kick off with an angel card, eh? Just pull a card for absolutely everyone. It's been a funny old day here. It's 11 o'clock at night at the moment, as Summers knows. Hello, Stephen. Nice to have you with us. Oh, great. Snacked on the sweetest figs right off the tree. That sounds brilliant. That does. I like that idea. Right, here we go. This is a nice one. Melchizedek, and he is saying peace, kind of like I do at the end of these things. So we're going to begin and end with peace. And Melchizedek is a very alchemical kind of character, very closely associated with the law of attraction. And it's that kind of time in astrology at the moment, too. It's just been tricky, but we're coming up to a new moon. That's the thing. There's a new moon on Monday. Popular Duran Duran song I seem to remember from a very long time ago. So long ago, I hardly care to remember it, but there you go. I have remembered it. Yeah. Oh, Isadora Clark is here. Hello. And Patricia Franzino. Nice to have you with us. Here we go. And we've got a question. Let's go with Patricia's question at this point. If I can just reach my mouse. Oh, hello, G. Right, there we go. The chat always jumps just as I'm going to click on a question. There we go. We've got it. Patricia says, my lease is up next year. Will my rent increase at that time be so high that I will have to move? Sounds like a pendulum one, that really. But going to quickly look into the tarot. Just cut the deck at random. Oh, right, that's kind of ambiguous. Right, I'm going to do another one to go with that as well, because that's a really ambiguous card. Okay. So is that they're all coming up ambiguous. That'll do. Okay. Right. First one I got was the Empress. So you got to be careful with resources. And then I dropped it on the floor. So I wasn't very careful with my resources. Anyway, the High Priestess came up then. Now, the general idea of the High Priestess is you are actually allowed to go on this journey that you want to go on. Now, it's all about being let in. And I'm saying it's ambiguous because the question is, are you being let into where you want to be? Or are you being let into somewhere else? I think this is being let into where you want to be. Okay, but whatever happens, Patricia, is good for your soul journey. And you're going to end up somewhere good. So fear not. But then the Nine of Cups popped out. And this is good. This says you're going to get what you wish for. So that kind of takes the ambiguity out of it. And I would say that whatever happens with your rent increase, you are actually going to be able to stay there. That's what I feel. But let's ask the pendulum of destiny at this point. Is Patricia's rent increase going to be so high that she has to move, please? Right. It did a tiny yes circle, but then it went into a really obvious no. So the answer's no. But I think there might be some worries around that, Patricia. You're going to have to hang on to your hat. But it ends well, okay? It ends well. You got the Nine of Cups there, and that means you're going to get what you wish for. Also means be careful what you wish for. So whatever you do, try and be sure that you're kind of headed in a direction that you like. And we have Marcy the cat kicking the cards all over the place. Oh, God, I don't know where to put this deck now. Oh, right, let's put it there. God, running out of space, I am. You have got your munchies anyway, and you've got your water. You coming up? Let's say hello. Look, Marcy's with us. Look, Marcy's here. She's ever so good. I went for a walk earlier and she followed me right up to the main road, which is a long, long way on her little feet. And she was trying to sort of jump under me all the time as well. And say hello to your fans, Marcy. They're over there. Look, No, well, that's cool, because if she looks at the camera, the next thing she'll do is try and walk on the keyboard. Right. Kasana, hello to you. Haven't seen you for a while, Kasana. I do hope life is treating you well. Beautiful souls, all of us, including you. Don't forget that. Any messages coming in for you? Well, let's take another look. In fact, you know what? I'm going to use a different deck. Sammy bought me this deck, Kasana, for last Christmas. So it's kind of got the blessing of Sammy on it. This is the Cosmic Tarot. I usually only use Tarot in Wonderland in these videos, but I decided to kind of go nuts and do something else tonight. Right, Queen of Pentacles, Kasana. This is looking good. And I see this as you, right? Pentacles, obviously abundance, obviously lots of things coming together. And this lady's expression on her face says it all. She's kind of looking at life and, you know, wondering, oh, are things really going to work out? But she is the Queen of Pentacles after all. So I'm going to say count your blessings, Kasana. But I feel things are going pretty well for you, you know. This is a real good card to get. Let's take a closer look. Right, we've got the, don't know how well it comes out on the camera, but we've got this sort of castle in the background here, the castle tower. And nature up here on this side with these hanging plants. Weeping willows, a bit. Life has not been easy, you know, but the turret of the castle is standing loud and proud. So I'm reading that as your life, basically, Kasana. Let's see if another card comes up, just make sure. Right, the Hanged Man, no biggie, okay. But maybe you're hanging around at the moment. Now, maybe you need to get moving, Kasana. Maybe that's what the Queen of Pentacles is showing, that abundance is going to come your way if you can kind of jump up and get going. But at the same time, this isn't a bad place to be when the Hanged Man comes up. You know, it's you can kind of take your time. You can kind of decide what you want to do, because that was the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, queens get to decide what they're going to do next. Anyway, I love you too. You are awesome too. Thank you so much. Now then, Ragdon is here. Twainer is here. Hello, Twainer. And Gartha is here. And there's someone called New Grandma, who I can't find her thing yet. But here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. New Grandma. Hi, friends. Hi to you. Thanks so much for coming on in. Right, I saw something from Beverly up here somewhere. Beverly is going to listen today, not in the chat. Fair enough, Beverly. That might be the wisest thing. You never know. You never know. But I'm sure your kind of spirit guides are with you, Beverly. And I hope that thing we talked about the last time, I hope that's going really well for you, actually. I think it will. Just got to keep having faith, really. Okay, Rakdon. What do Mantosh thinks about me? Do he thinks to ask me to marry, please? Right. Well, this is another one we covered before, but let's give it a go. Let's have a look in the Cosmic Tarot. Might as well get used to this deck. I've been using it for long enough. Time to get stuck in. Right. Oh, we've got another amazing female deity here. This time we've got the High Priestess. Right, it's going to be up to you. So I feel that the answer is yes, he will. Right, but this is you looking kind of cynical here, Ragdon. So you're not going to be too sure you want to go ahead with this at the end. But we've got A and O in the book there, which is Alpha and Omega, the first and last letters of the Greek alphabet. So it's a symbol of eternity, really, symbol of beginning and end. So it's a long-lasting thing. You know, this isn't something that happens now and then in a few weeks' time, nothing going on. So I would have said yes, to be quite honest, but I'm going to ask the pendulum for you as well. We will see. We will see. Marcy's gone off again, knocking cards over as she goes. She's very good at knocking cards over. Okay. Right. Is he thinking of asking to marry her? Marry her, please. Let's find out. Circle for yes, back and forth for no. Oh, it's a small circle. I think he's still making his mind up, Rakdon. Okay. But that card, the Alpha and Omega there and the High Priestess, that kind of puts you in the driving seat. That's the good news. So he's going to say something. Something's going to come up, and it's looking pretty positive to me. Hello, Sharon Sipe. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey is here. This is always good. Rakdon says, thank you. You are very, very welcome, Rakdon. Nice to have you with us, and I really hope that works out for you. Twainer has very kindly posted, show Andy some love, please, with a cup of coffee at coffee.com/twig or paypal.me/twigbrother. YouTube are still managing not to pay me. It's been months and months and months, so that would be very, very welcome indeed. That would really help support me in my work and kind of keep getting cards and cameras and all the stuff you got to have to be a YouTube tarot person. But I'm loving being a YouTube tarot person. And guys, if you don't know about the Tarot Love Community yet, look it up. It's got a website, Tarot Love Community. I think it's .org or .net, but I just typed in Tarot Love Community and it came up. There is a YouTube channel of that name as well, which is the real deal, the same thing. And they are on Instagram. Check them out, because on there they have a calendar of shows, you know, and you can kind of find all your favorite readers on there and maybe discover some new readers you didn't know about yet. I'm certainly a very proud member of that, and that's kind of all the magic kind of working and everything firing off all at once. So it's all good. Right. Erin says, hi, Erin, by the way, Andy, I've got a freaky question. Well, it is Freaky Friday. Did you not see the Freaky Friday reading, which is on my channel now? It appeared about 5-6 hours ago, something like that. Anyway, right. Did I drown at a year old? Did anything negative attach to me? Right. I can understand why that would be a freaky question and why you would maybe feel freaked out by that. I'm going to go into the cards for it, but I am actually going to start with a pendulum. Did you drown at a year old? Did Erin O'Nugent drown when she was 1 year old, please, pendulum? It's giving me a circle, but I feel this was in a past life, Erin, so I'm going to ask that as well. Was this in a past life, please? No. Well, apparently you did, Erin. But if you drowned all the way, you wouldn't be with us now. So we can be kind of happy that you've made it, I think. But did anything negative attach to you? Let's take a look. Okay, so a good shuffle for this one, because we really want to get something out of the cards about this. We really do. Okay. I mean, yes, but it's nothing to worry about, right? Because the battle that's going on in this card is very much a pointless battle, and it's a battle that has no long-term effects. It is the 7 of Wands, so you've got the Wands energy there, which is very fiery, I think. I've lost my bit of paper with them all written on, which I should have. But, yeah, something did, right? But it passed, you know. It's not an issue for you now. That whole thing is that link is broken. And see, it wasn't something negative that attached for its own selfish reasons or anything like that. It's just an energy that was out there, and it's an energy of someone who actually did drown. Not necessarily in the same place, but in very similar circumstances. And it's someone who lost their life that way, their physical life. We go on to the other side of life. So life is never permanently lost. But yeah, it was just someone who was around. And the negativity came from the fact that it was just a distressed kind of soul, you know. But when that happens to a very small child, the angels are swift to act, because when you're a very small child, you don't know to ask the angels. You don't even know to, like, say a prayer or anything. So the angels came in and were on the case. So don't worry about that, okay, Erin? It's long in the past now. It's long in the past. And just like you survived the near drowning incident, you know, you've survived that as well. So really nothing to worry about there. That is what I'm picking up. Yeah, it is. It's an interesting one, isn't it, Kasana? Yeah, it is very interesting, because, you know, there are past lives, there are future lives, and there's what happened earlier on in this life. And I feel that, Erin, because I nearly drowned when I was sort of 4 or 5. And I remember my father coming and picking me up out of the water really quickly. And yeah, very scary thing, really. Except, you know, when you're a small child, you don't realize how scary it is. You know, weird, eh? Mm. But you're okay now. You really are. If you want to make doubly sure that that's all set to rest, Erin, light the candle, you know, and just say a prayer for that soul that attached to you. It was actually a child soul who attached to you. All right, just like surround them with light. And guys, this is a good general point, actually. If ever you're troubled by negative energy of any kind at all, right, send it love. All right. If it's mischievous negative energy, it won't understand the love and it'll just bugger off and it'll leave you alone. But it may be that, you know, it actually needs some love, actually needs some light. That is very often why spirit beings come around us. Actually, you know, particularly when we're light workers, particularly when we're interested in spiritual things and believe in these things. Oh, hello, Marcy. Yeah, particularly when we believe in these things, it's as if there's a light on over our head, and they will come in quite close, hoping that that light will rub off on them. So send them some love, send them some light. That goes for Erin, and that goes for anyone. Okay, let's take a look. What's Erin saying? It was nice at first. Sweet, loving animals swarm around me, but then something scary tried to grab me, and I fought back and lived. Great, great. I think that's the way to look at it. You fought back and you lived, and it's going to be okay, Erin. That's how it's looking to me. Looks like it's going to be okay. Right. Ragdon. PayPal short name is Astro Truth for Twig Brother. Yes, that's right. That's right. I've had that PayPal account for a hell of a long time. I've had that PayPal account since about 2 years before YouTube was invented. And it's a very, very old name and email and everything on there. But yeah, if you use paypal.me/twig, which you must have done, that is where it takes you. And that is my, that is definitely my PayPal account. The picture on there is like a piece of lined paper with a cherry quartz angel pendant in front of it, because I used to sell those, you see. Now you know my PayPal history and a bit more about my crazy life. And G Kim is with us. Hello, G. Really glad you could join us. I hope things are going as, you know, either as well as they were going the other day or even better. Really do. Okay, nice to have you with us. Right, I'm just gathering my thoughts here, guys, because it's I've had like I don't usually have physically hard work days, but it's coming into the fall and there's stuff to do in the garden. And I'm kind of physically whacked out a little bit. That's why I keep drinking water and going off at tangents and things. As Vivian says, if you'd like to book a reading, please send an email to Twig Brother, to Andy, which is me, 35and83@gmail.com. And that, along with my PayPal link, is down there in the description underneath this video. And it's scrolling across your screen at the bottom at this very moment as well. It runs and runs throughout the videos. It really does. Guys, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's booked readings and to everyone who's sent me the PayPal donations. Really, really welcome. And it makes such a big difference to life. It really does. Very uplifting for me as well. So I really appreciate you guys. Big love to all of you who've done that. Big love to all of you anyway, but I really appreciate those. I really do. Getting lots of love from Marcy tonight. Look, she's ever so good. She didn't like me lifting her up there. Right. Yes, I feel that, says Cassandra. The energy has felt like it's been squashed. It's an interesting word. Sheila Inquisitive Tarot is with us as well. Hi, Sheila. Nice to have you with us. Great stuff. Squashing the energy, lol. My tablet, it's going crazy. She is a beautiful cat. Yeah, she won't let me use the mouse, but she is definitely a beautiful cat. Not Sheila Inquisitive Tarot, Marcy. I'm sure Sheila Inquisitive Tarot is a beautiful soul, but I'm not saying she's a cat. No way. Ragdon, are you in Britain? Yes, I am, my friend. I am. Let me just pop that on the screen. I am in West Wales, United Kingdom. And this is why in a lot of my videos I talk about Merlin, because this is the area that Merlin lived in. towards the end of his life for many, many years, actually. And so I dare to hope that Merlin is always with me. I should also point out my channel name, Twig Brother, is the name of one of my spirit guides, a sort of very high up spirit guide, who is a medicine man in the Sioux, actually. And he's wonderful to have around. And we're also working tonight with Rosalie, who was a Spanish Romany fortune teller, and is very good at the quick fire questions and stuff, you know. Adrienne is with us. Hello, Adrienne. Hope your day's good. And I hope they've let you out of work by now, because it's like getting late, isn't it, really, in the afternoon anyway. So I hope they've let you out of work. I really do. And I hope work was good for you as well. Right. Bear with me, guys. I'm not at my most talkative. I'm just having a quick scroll through, because I think I saw questions. Oh, I do want to try and address them if I can. Here we go, Isadora. Hello, Isadora. Great that you're with us. Question: am I going to Los Angeles, California next week? What does my guide... Oh, you are. Sorry, I am going to Los Angeles, California next week. What does my guide want me to know? Your guide wants you to be a black cat like Marcy. Not really. Although there's worse things to be. Let's go into Keepers of the Light at this point, Isadora. I think this is where we're going to find the best answer to your question. Hope you guys can hear me. I'm not talking too loud tonight either. Don't want to end up with a... it's just more YouTube, microphones, cameras, weird. Sometimes I talk loud and it goes all fizzy and fuzzy. So I'm trying not to shout. Okay. Right. The Holy Spirit, Isadora. Expect miracles. Things are going to change in a big way. That's what your guides want you to know. And you will find out a lot more of that when you actually get to California. You might be wondering what might happen. You might have certain ideas of what could happen, what maybe won't happen. But those ideas are just going to go out the window when you get there. You won't be there long, Isadora. And this will start making sense to you. This card says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So there might, let's see if we can get that close enough to read. Oh, it looks kind of blurry to me, but that's what it says. Remember that only love has your back. So don't fear anything, okay? There's nothing bad coming up. I'm not seeing anything bad happening, but I am seeing, so, you know, sometimes good things happen and you think, my God, this is like too much. This is more than I expected. Spirit will get you through it, Isadora. They're pretty good like that, and they definitely have got your back there. So remember that only love is real. Anything else that's going on, it's just not real. You can just pass it by. You can just keep going, because this is a transient world, you know, and it only makes spiritual sense in this transient world when we decide to just break away from things that don't serve us, things we're not happy with, things that don't suit us, the things we choose to carry with us as experiences in life, the things we actually choose to take notice of, they develop within us, and that's the human soul, that is the human spirit at its very, very best. Okie doke. So I hope that helps. I wish you luck with that, Isadora. I'm sure all our thoughts will go with you when you go to Los Angeles, California. Sounds brilliant. I am going to Barmouth on Wednesday, which is about 80 miles up the West Wales coast, to conduct a spiritualist service. So there won't be a live next Wednesday. There will be one on Sunday, internet permitting, but there won't be one next Wednesday because I'll be in my Nissan Qashqai driving up the coast. And then driving back again. Vivian, thanks for that. Please subscribe and hit the old thumbs up. Yep, drop a like on this, guys. Please do, because it helps so much, you know. It kind of shows the YouTube algorithm who is boss, and it bigs up the whole YouTube psychic movement as well, which is a big movement, actually. There are a great many psychics on here, and you know, it's a real positive force for good. It really is. So do drop a like on this video. It really will help with that. And why not hit subscribe while you're at it? Because there are more videos coming up all the time. Slightly fewer videos than there have been in recent times. I'm leaving the odd day without a video at the moment, just because That seems to be the way to push YouTube into doing what I want it to do. How's about that? Right. So please subscribe and hit the like. And as Lisa very kindly says, if you'd like a personal reading or astrology chart, because I do astrological birth charts as well, find out how all the planets and the asteroids as well affect you at a very, very deep level by emailing me at 35and83@gmail.com, which is in the description down below and is scrolling across your screen as we speak. Okay. You want to come, Kasana? Well, hey, we'll have some messaging about that, because I wouldn't. Yeah, if you can sort your kids out and everything, why not? It'd be fun. I'm usually back about midnight, and it starts at 7:30, so I tend to be on my way about 5ish to make sure I get there. We'll have some messages about that and see where we get though. Okay, and I think that would be fun. Actually, I think that would be great fun. Right, Ellie. Oh, hi, Andy. Oh, hi, Ellie. Can you pick a card for me, or does the spirit have a message for me? Let's find out. I'm going to pick a card for you, Ellie. Okay, I think that's the best way to connect in this case. Classic example, actually. What I'm going to do when I take this service in the Spiritualist Church on Wednesday in Barmouth is I'm not going to use any cards or pendulums or anything. I'm just going to stand up and do it. It's easier to do that when you're actually physically in the room with people. I don't know why that is, but it's a fact of life when you're a medium. I use cards online to kind of strengthen the connection, and it brings the connection up a lot quicker. The guides guide me to a card, and from then on, the information flows better. So the card I've got for you, I'm going to do 2 cards for you, Ellie. First one is Gaia, Earth Connection. It says, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. Great spirit message, that, actually. Now, it's really important to do some grounding, and it's very, very easy to forget, actually. It really is. Oh, Marcy. It really is very easy to forget to ground yourself. It's important every time you do a reading or spiritual work or anything like that, really ground yourself first, and you visualize the roots coming out of your feet into the ground. Even if you're on an upper floor, just imagine they're going straight down into the ground, wrapping around the earth's core, and nothing can move you there. Your roots, you can move if you want, but nothing can knock you over. Really important to be grounded like that, Ali. So I guess from that, you're doing some spiritual work, which is great. And the other card that came out at the same time, Lady Portia, Divine Order. And Lady Portia says, do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Okay. So really important to get grounded, actually, when spiritual lessons are unfolding like that. Hope that message means something to you and makes some sense to you, Ellie. I rather think it will, actually. But don't forget grounding, guys. This goes for absolutely everyone, by the way. Really important for everyone to ground. Okay. Hello, Sue Malek. Nice to have you with us. Do you read your own cards? I've never designed my own deck, if that's what you mean. I've helped someone else design a deck, and it was a nightmare trying to get it printed, actually. A brilliant deck, but it was a nightmare trying to get it printed. I read for myself sometimes. Yes, I do. And I pick a card for myself every day, and sometimes I'll do a spread as well if there's something I'm wondering about. But it's a tricky thing for a psychic to do. And I do get readings from other mediums sometimes. Because, for an example, I was in a relationship once and it broke up and I was really upset. And I did a reading for myself. And the whole message of this reading was, it's over. I could see that quite clearly. And then I got to thinking, does that mean the relationship is over? Or does that mean the relationship breakup that I'm worried about, is that over, and is it all going to be all right? And I really didn't know. So sometimes you're just kind of too close to it and it's too important for it to actually figure out and make sense for you, So I do read my own cards, but if I really want to know something, I'll kind of ask someone else, Okay. Right. Sheila says reading for yourself helps you to be honest in your readings. I couldn't agree more, actually. Yeah, that's a very good point, Sheila. And Sheila would know she has a channel. It's a great channel. Do visit Sheila Inquisitive Tarot's channel, because it is a real good one. She's a great reader, and there's a nice kind of vibration around her readings as well. So do check it out. Okay. Let's do some scrolling. Your cards do not tell you what you want to hear, which is good. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I really couldn't. Okay. Right. Elizabeth Hayes, welcome. Can't find a place to move, but feel like packing. Is that spirit? Well, that's your intuition, Elizabeth, right? And spirit do play into your intuition. They do talk into your thoughts. And anybody who is intuitive and has intuition, there is some spiritual information going on there. You've got to ask yourself, where is this information coming from? It's coming from somewhere. I'm going to ask the pendulum, right? I'm going to ask the pendulum, but I'm sure it's a yes. I'm sure it is spirit. Is that spirit? It's a bit of both, right? It's a bit of both. Gave me a definite no and then a definite yes straight after. So it's a bit of both things going on there, Elizabeth. Let's pull a card for you on this one and see what we get. Okay. The Two of Cups. Right, now, it wasn't a relationship question you asked me, so this is the other side of the Two of Cups. This is things coming together, all right? Something's going to come together with this, Elizabeth, and you're going to be glad that you had those thoughts of packing. I want to say don't start packing just yet, unless you really want to. I mean, it's your stuff. Why not pack it if that's what you want to do? But it's a little while ahead, okay? But things are moving around behind the scenes, Elizabeth, so something is happening, something is moving, something is going to change. Marcy's nice and quiet now, and the mouse doesn't work. What you done to the mouse, Marcy? You naughty kitten. Oh, I don't know. She's not a kitten. She's nearly 5, but you know what I mean. Right. Mrs. Tyler J very kindly says, thumbs up, please. This is so important. Get those thumbs up. It really makes a difference. Hello, Snowbird Bear Hug. Nice to see you. That is a fine name as well. You can support Andy's work by donating at coffee.com/twig and paypal.me/twig brother. Those going across the screen constantly, as well as my email address if you want to actually email me. You can do that to arrange your reading if you want, or you can just email me. It's always good to get emails and read them. It's part of the stuff of life for me. Okay, let us now go to Gartha, and thank you, Elizabeth. Gartha is asking, are there any messages for me? Right, let's go into yet another Oracle deck. Doreen Virtue's Ascended Masters. See what Doreen has for us. I can't really do Doreen's voice because it was so breathy. So much breath in her voice. Okay. Randomly cut the deck and draw one out. Follow your heart, Gartha. St. Francis. There he is. Very deep nature connection. He's got his animal guide there, and he's got this wonderful. What bird is that? I can't. Oh, it's a dove, of course. It's a dove with a bunch of olives flying in the window. Right. Spiritually speaking, right, there's some forgiveness coming towards you at this moment. I feel this relates to quite an unpleasant situation that goes back, I would say, at least 2 years, Gartha, maybe even more than that. Someone's going to apologize, or somehow life is going to make up for it. Life is going to make amends with you, and something that wasn't good in the past is finally going to make sense and work itself out. For example, long ago, like 10, 15 years ago, my neighbors built they've left now, got different neighbors, but the neighbors I had then took over my chimney. They had their fireplace done up, and they just built their chimney into my chimney without telling me. So I couldn't use my fireplace anymore when winter came. And I was fuming, and there was nothing I could do about it. And then I suddenly got this government grant out of nowhere, and they came and built a whole new fireplace for me. You know, something like that, something that wasn't fair to you in the past is going to be put right, basically. Okay, so Garth, I hope that helps you. Something good is coming towards you, absolutely, for sure. Ascended Masters, love them. Me too. It's just that it's a Doreen Virtue deck, and some of us have kind of lost truck with Doreen a bit. But we haven't lost truck with Doreen's spirit guides and the angels that she was channeling. That is the important thing. Ooh, Adrienne, right. Tweet brother, is my current job secure? Scary thought. Another jeweler came in looking for work. I feel your job is secure, Adrienne. I feel it's a yes. I'm going to ask the pendulum. I feel it's a yes, but I'm going to put that out of my mind because I don't want to like queer the pendulum. Pendulum, please, is Adrienne's job safe? Circle for yes, back and forth for no. Yeah, not even a hint of a no there, Adrienne. That's a really positive yes there, and it's quite a big circle. I feel strongly based on that your job is very much safe. Let's pull the tarot card, Adrienne. Let's see what's going on. 8 of Swords. Oh, right. 8 of Swords. So basically, you can choose to stay if you want to, all right? You're going to get an opportunity to move on, actually, Adrienne. That's quite exciting, really, because there is no pressure. You know what I mean? The whole thing about the 8 of Swords is you can stay where you are if you want to. You can leave if you want to. So no one's going to push you out, Adrienne. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, I am really pretty sure about that. But hey, sorry you've had that time of worry, actually, you know, and well, I hope you're enjoying your Friday evening by now, because it was sort of coming towards 6 p.m. Central Time, and I forget exactly what time zone you're in, but you know, it should be finishing work time pretty soon. Right. I have opportunities, just not in my town or state. Yeah, right. Now, we were talking about a long time ago, Adrian. We were talking about you moving west, I think. Is it? Yeah, west towards... From where you are now towards California. We were talking about that quite a long time ago. Possible, right? But it's a choice. It's really a choice. My guide has just said that in my ear. It's a choice, Adrienne. All right. I don't feel that you're going to be pushed out. I feel quite strongly that you're not going to be pushed out. Try not to let it be a worry. Think law of attraction all the time, okay? There are always people trying to get jobs all the time. You do your job very well. I've still got a video on my phone of you setting a stone, because it's a joy to watch. You do it so well, you know? And, you know, why would your employer want anyone else? I really, you know, it feels good to me. It feels safe and it feels secure. Florida. Right, okay, so that's moving east, really, isn't it? Okay, I saw that the wrong way around. And you're not making any moves until after COVID. Fair point, good idea, good scheme, good choice, my friend. Because it feels like we're after COVID now, doesn't it, really? Like this church I'm going to on Wednesday, possibly with Kasana. We'll have to talk about that. Hello, Celtic Tarot Sheila, by the way. Nice to have you with us. Hey, hope life's treating you well, Sheila. Yeah, Adrienne, basically don't worry about that. Okay, don't worry about that. That's always the way it goes, you know, but you're going to be safe there, according to the pendulum and according to what I saw in the cards there as well. So, looking positive, to say the very least. Holly Deshane asks, Andy, I have a 2-year-old and two 9-year-old grandsons for 3 days. We're on the 2nd day. Will I survive? You've got to be joking. Of course you'll survive. Yeah, I can't resist doing a card for you, but, you know, of course you'll survive. They're not going to kill you. Whenever something like that is going on in my life and I'm feeling a bit worried about whatever it is, when I get out of bed in the morning, I look at the bed and I think I'll be getting back in there tonight. Whatever happens, they can't kill me. They can't kill you. Okay. Prince of Cups for you. All right. So you're going to have to be like, try and be a strictish parent, a strictish kind of person around them, that princely, slightly masculine energy. Okay. But if it was really like that, you'd have got the king. We've got the Prince of Cups here. So, think about what you long for and think about what they long for, think about what they would desire to happen, what would make them happy, and just write those 3 days off in your own life and just enjoy being with them, because when time goes forward, you will treasure the memory of that, and I'm sure it's going to be good. Now, Celtic Tarot Sheila has not asked for a card, but my guide is telling me pull a card for Celtic Tarot Sheila, so there we go. Okay. You're going to have a Doreen Virtue card. Still practicing my Doreen Virtue voice. Can I breathe enough in my Doreen Virtue voice? I don't know. Oh, right. 2 came out, Sheila. Right, this is for you. Both of these are for Celtic Tarot Sheila, her very self. Right. What we've got, first of all, find the blessings in your current situation. Now, I know you're pretty good at that. I remember a conversation where Whimsy was involved, and it was like, are you going to give up your day job and just be a reader or not? And this kind of says stay where you are, basically, because it says find the blessings in your current situation. And Krishna is all blue there, so he's like the ultimate positive spirit, beneficent force coming into your life. Next card I got was Persistence. Luge, I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not totally sure, but it's Persistence anyway, right? And so, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Sheila. You didn't ask for that. I just thought I should do it. It just, it's what my guide said. 2, because I'm a Gemini. Fair point. Fair point. Yeah. Lovely out there thinking that Geminis have as well, actually. It's a great thing to be. I'm a Sagittarius, and there are 2 sides to the Sagittarius personality, but doesn't sit as well as Gemini does with people, because like the Sagittarius thing is you're busy, big ideas, and oh no, I'm not going to do that, and you hang back from it. Right. You were probably right if you thought you typed that, actually. I shouldn't try and do impressions of people like Doreen Virtue. It's just, oh, dear me. I spent so much time listening to Doreen Virtue's guided meditations back in the day. And I would have her talking on Hay House Radio all the time, because this deck, the Ascended Masters deck, was the first Oracle deck that I could really relate to, and I absolutely loved Doreen Virtue. I could always tell there was something a little bit kind of false about her, but I followed everything she said, because I felt then, as I still feel now, actually, that Doreen was in touch with genuine energies, and what she was channeling was very, very genuine. But then I was so disappointed when she went the other way. Not disappointed with spirit, and as I say, I still follow everything she taught, but I'm just disappointed with her that she would go the other way, So I started doing insulting impressions of her then, and I'm not a great impersonator, so I shouldn't, but there you go. That's Doreen for you. And actually, the most views I've got on any video on my channel is a video about Doreen Virtue. It's called Doreen Virtue, More Money and Christianity, ? Check it out. Something like, I think last time I looked, there were well over 14,000 views on it. Most of my videos get like between sort of 60 and 150 views. So 14,000 is just whoa. And I would have such a big channel if I could find more interesting things to say about Doreen Virtue. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh, right. Here's a point, Sheila. Yeah, Sheila's saying she did notice that Sharon wasn't in one of her chat rooms and got concerned. Yeah, Sharon seemed to have been blocked out of this chat room at one point, and I couldn't find her on my chat on my block list. And I don't think any of the moderators would have blocked her. And, it just didn't make any sense But maybe that's just the craziness of YouTube, eh? But Sharon, I'm glad you're with us, and I'm always glad to have you, because I'm Sharon, very experienced moderator, and like all my moderators, very well worth having around. And Sharon and all the moderators, thank you so much, guys. And you are very welcome to be here. You really are. Linda Bishop, has the pendulum ever made a figure eight? I can picture it for some reason. It has. Never on a show, but I have seen that happen, And it's persistence, It's eternity, symbol of eternity. And it's a symbol of spirit guides being with us as well, or angels being with us. A symbol, really, that we are in tune in our lives with what the divine is up to, with what's going on in the higher realms. Because if you see a figure eight standing up like that, you've got the circle on the top for the higher realms, the universe, the heavens, the great spirit and everything, all the angels, all those amazing, wonderful energies. And then it comes down and you have the lower circle, which is this world, represents this world, and the two really do go together in a big way. Yeah. In a big way. So yes, it has. Just never seen it, on a live stream yet. It might happen one day. The pendulum is, the pendulum is the pendulum. It does its own thing, accompanied by the spirit of the pendulum. But if you've seen that in your mind's eye, if you've pictured that, Linda, then there is something of eternity going on there. It's a reminder of something to do with the eternal nature of things, and a very positive symbol to get, really. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Guys, sometimes I ask people to send prayers out, and here's a real important time to send a prayer out. Gartha is COVID positive. Everyone, prayers going up. Okay, so send a prayer out to Gartha for that. Gartha, I feel you're going to be okay. I do. I see only positive things in your future. Immediate future, obviously, there's worry, and that's kind of a negative thing. But I only see positives looking forward. So stay positive, my friend, because I think you're going to come out of that. But, we're all sending good thoughts. We're all sending love, and we're all praying for a happy outcome there. We really are. And I think there's going to be one. So fear not. Okay. Lassie Humble is sending out prayers. Snowbird Bear Hug is praying. I think we all are, really. I think we all are. Okay. Sorry, I've suddenly gone silent. I'm just scrolling, looking for questions. We're sort of coming to the later stages of the show now, guys. I do like to go on a bit longer than an hour, but on this Friday one, just because of the time of it, we're about 13 minutes away from midnight at this, 12 minutes away from midnight at this point. And my daughter's coming to stay. Oh, well, she's not. She's coming with her friend for some food tomorrow. So I've got to be up and about and feed the chickens and then cook and feed my loved one, which I'm really looking forward to. So, coming towards the end of the show. If you've got a question that I haven't answered yet, please do type it in and I'll try and work with you. I'll do my very best for you. Believe me, I will. Now then. Vivian, I used to watch Doreen Virtue on YouTube until she changed. Yeah. I don't really pay a lot of attention to her anymore. For the simple reason that so I'm not sure exactly what got the better of her, but I think it's money. That's what I'm talking about in the video, because she got more and more focused on money. She had that animal sanctuary, and there were troubles with the animals. With the animal sanctuary running out of money, and she sort of started blaming her followers for not sending enough charitable donations, and that's just wrong. If you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire she is, and you've got an animal sanctuary, you don't just kind of let it fall apart because people aren't sending money. And you certainly don't blame your loyal followers for not sending money. And there was just this whole money thing going on. And there's just loads and loads more money in Christianity. It's a fact of life, because there are so many people in the world who've been brought up on Christianity and had it drummed into them. And, you can twang their heartstrings. I would never do it myself. This is what I believe in and this is what I do. But, she can become a billionaire doing Christianity, and she probably will get there if she hasn't already. Crazy stuff. Right. Okay. If you missed Black and Orange Tarot, go watch Great Questions and Answers today. Thank you, Sheila Celtic Tarot. That's worth thinking about. Okie dokie. Right. Stephen, yes, I did. And I meant to reply. What I meant to do was draw a picture of what I saw. So I'll attempt to do that soon and email it back to you, Yeah, I think I don't just think it. I'm sure you're going to find it, actually, Stephen, And it's causing stress there, isn't it? I'm sure it's going to turn up. I really am. Okay. Lisa is asking, will I need a part-time job while waiting to set up business? Let's go straight for the pendulum. It's not moving yet. All right. Right, it's doing a D shape, which is a straight line no and a half a circle of yes. Right, what's happening here, Lisa, is this. Need is a big word, right? Maybe not need, it's not like you're going to starve, while you're waiting to set up the business. But you might want to do a part-time job, right? You might want to find one, you might want to work at it, because it's just going to bring more money in to be launching your business with. And that's what you're going to need, apparently. That's what's coming to me at the moment. But it's not, it's not life and death, and it's not really about keeping body and soul together. You're going to be okay while you're waiting to set up that business. But I feel a part-time job will actually come in. I think something pretty positive is going to happen there, and it's going to bring more money, and that's going to end up bringing you more business. So, best of luck with that from all of us. Stephen, I keep telling that to Mum. Thanks. Great. You're welcome. And I really hope you find it soon. I hope it's not too long. You just never know with spirit and their messages, because there's no time in their world. It's all a bit wacky that way. There's no time in the spirit world. So, they don't always give us the right timings for things, and things don't happen as quickly as we'd like them to. But that's going to resolve itself, Stephen. I feel sure it is. Hi, Aspie Third Eye. Just want to say hi to you, because I didn't notice you before, but here you are. This is great. Kasana is loving the good energy. Me too. Me too. Now then, just doing some more scrolling, looking for questions. If I've missed you guys, type your question in now. We are coming close to the witching hour in UK, so I'll be on my way quite soon, unfortunately. But I will be back Sunday, 3 p.m. Central USA, 9 p.m. UK on Sunday. We'll be here, and I'll have a bit more. I won't be half asleep like I am now, and we'll really go for it. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be pucker, as Jamie Oliver says. There's a British chef called Jamie Oliver. He always says it's going to be pucker. Going to be pucker. So it's going to be pucker on Sunday. Sam says Doreen Virtue was affected by the darkness of Hay House. Yeah, I do think so. Yeah, I really think something got into Hay House. Particularly, like Louise Hay passed away around the same time that Doreen left. So something bad was building up there. Something really dark was building up. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. Right. Okay. Respect and peace. Yo. Big up the respect and peace energy. This is good. Right, Sunnydale. Okay, yeah, most certainly. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. Right, you're getting over something and it's going really well. What I've got is the Three of Swords upside down for you, right? And I know you asked for a message, but I'm using the card to bring in the message. Okay. Now, Three of Swords, when it's the right way up, all those swords stuck in a lovely heart-shaped cake. But the message of the Three of Swords really is that those hard feelings will pass. And now it's come out upside down for you, Sunny Dale. I'm going to say that you're moving on. You're doing really well in moving on from, it's either a bereavement or something really unpleasant that happened, you know, something you didn't want to have in your life, either a person you lost, and I really hope it's not that because that's so hard, or just something that, you know, hope was lost somewhere along the line. That's what the Three of Swords is all about. But it's upside down, so you're going in the right direction. Things are moving positively, Sunny. All right. Short and sweet, but thanks so much for your question. Okay. Hello, Stacey J UK. Big up the UK people. That's like 3 of us now. Brilliant. Really glad you could join us. Hope you'll hit the subscribe button, Stacey. I'm pretty much at the end of the show here because we're coming up to midnight. But hang on. We're not finished yet. Respect and peace. May I ask, should I fight Kelvin on Tuesday? This kid disrespected me today and slammed me to the ground, then left, and I'm mad, and I only disrespect those who deserve it, and I want to know. Okay. Best to make it a mental fight, really, you know? Okay, that's the nature of this. If you fight Kelvin, it's only going to make the situation worse. All right. I probably feel a bit of a jerk if you just back off and do nothing about it. But honestly, you're just going to make it worse, really and truly. Sometimes you got to fight for what's right, but I don't think anything is going to be served or helped by that, honestly. I really don't, you know. So, like, try and fight that part of yourself that wants to hit back, all right? He shouldn't have done that. I'm clear about that. He shouldn't have done that. But it's not going to be good for you if you fight back, my friend. Yeah. So, you know, respect to you, and I hope you get a peaceful outcome. Oh, I'm mincing my words now. A peaceful outcome. You know, wish you all the best for that, my friend. Cat May. Okay. Let's do a quick card. I'm going to use the Mantegna. I never use the Mantegna, but I'm going to use it now. Okay, here's the card. Very ancient deck, this. It's only a few years old. It's a reprint, but it's a reprint of an ancient medieval deck, a 50-card tarot deck that isn't tarot, but it's similar. Right, Upper Heavens, Octava Spera, and it's number 48. Right, so there's some nice round angelic kind of numbers going on there. And there's you, Cat, kind of looking at the world and musing on it, wondering what's going to happen. But look, don't know how well it's coming out, but she's got angel wings there. So it's a reminder of your angel wings. It's a reminder to actually keep on communing with spirit, because at that very, very highest level, you are actually communicating and you are actually making a difference to yourself, certainly, but by the love and light that you put out and by linking with the higher chakras and the higher realms, you're bringing great things to other people as well. Looks pretty positive to me. It really does. Okay. Stacey J, why not? Why not? Okay, let's put the Mantegna down. And let's go with the Ascended Masters again. It's Doreen. She always used to start our show by saying, "Hi, it's Doreen." I always think that when I look at that video with all those thousands of views on it. Stacey, right, clear and shield your energy. El Moria. El Moria was a great freedom fighter. He's an Ascended Master. That's what this deck is all about. So he's lived a worldly life and gone on to be an Ascended Master, and no doubt reincarnates from time to time. But El Moria, it says clear and shield your energy, right? It's a bit like saying detached from drama, Stacey, this one. It's like someone else's drama, someone else's problem can get into your energy field and bother you, cause you sleepless nights, that kind of thing. Just like visualize a big protective bubble all around you, and just, ask the angels, pray that nothing bad, nothing hassly, doesn't have to be all bad or evil or anything, just nothing hassly can come in there and get at you and make life hard for you. Okay, because that wouldn't be fair. Sorry, I'm not going to go any deeper on that, actually, Stacey, but well, you know how late it is, and I kind of need to go to bed pretty soon because I've been cutting down trees and all sorts. I've walked miles, I've done loads today, and I'm knackered, so I'm going to have to leave it there. But detached from any nasty little crappy things that are trying to get at you at the moment, Stacey, you yourself are pretty much all clear. That's what I want to say. I'm not picking up if you're like a light worker or a spirit person, but you must be interested in spirituality for you to actually be here. So, I guess maybe you know what I mean. Just clear and shield that energy and let your light shine, Stacey. Don't dim to fit in. And Stacey has had a lot of that recently. Mum passed recently. Oh, and it was her funeral 2 days ago. Oh, so sorry for your loss, my friend. Okay. Well, that's not a small drama, is it? But do try and kind of resolve to keep on being yourself, whatever else happens, Stacey. Because maybe you know this already, but I've got to say it because it's so important to keep saying it. When the body dies, the person you love goes to the other side of life. That's all that's really happened. Yeah, she's now at a higher frequency where you can't see her with your everyday eyes. You haven't got this to have a cuddle, all that kind of thing. But she is still very much for real. All I do is step back into the shadows because it's your life now, but she'll be watching you and she'll be sending you love all the time. And when you think about it, right, this is, it's bound to be that way because love doesn't need any food. Love doesn't actually need to have a physical body. Love doesn't have to pay bills. Love goes on, whatever love has ever been will always be. That's the nature of it. And that is what really makes us spiritual people, the fact that we have that love within us. And I know she's sending you her love. I'm sure about that. So, Stacey, so sorry to hear about that. And love and light to you, my friend. Okay. Aspie, my brother and I will be scattering my mum's ashes ourselves. We're not having a funeral. It will just be the two of us. If brother is okay with it, I will attempt a third contact. Yeah, I strongly feel yes, go ahead and do that, actually. I think that would be a really good thing to do. Yeah. And you've already had 2 contacts with the ITC app. Mum said she was sorry. Well, just got to let go of that. Sorry for your loss too, really hard times, really. And I know how it feels. I lost my mother and my father and several friends over the years. So I know that feeling. But she'll never be far from you. She will absolutely never be far from you. Right. That's given me a chuckle, Sammers. Twiggy posted his Doreen Virtue video. In those days, he did not have many subscribers. Well, I shouldn't moan to have 2058 subscribers the last time I looked. It is phenomenal, and God bless all of you, and I'm so grateful to you guys who subscribe. But sometimes I look at people with like 20,000 subscribers. I was looking at a tarot reader with 650 odd subscribers today, thinking, will I ever get there? Wow, I really hope so. But guys, I really appreciate all the support and all the love that you give me and that you give each other on the channel. It's important. Makes such a difference. It really does. Okay. Right, you know what? I'm not completely exhausted yet, so I'm going to do this. Day and peace. Peace to you. Thanks for being with us. I'm in UK and it's after midnight, so I'm a bit tired and I'm not at my best, so I'm just going to pull a card for you, my friend, okay? Right. Here we go. Moses, take charge of this situation. Day and peace. All right, there's something going on around you, lots of nonsense, really quite difficult times that you're going through at the moment, but you can handle it. Okay, you will be able to take charge of it, really. And also pray to the higher realms, ask the angels to help you, ask your spirit guides to help you. Okay, because you can do it, you can get through. Right, and that is very kind of you to say so. You will get 100 million subscribers if you truly believe. Couldn't agree more. Yeah. Thank you. You're very, very welcome. Day and peace. If you've changed your handle, never mind. That's really nice energy you're coming over with there. Thanks for being with us. And guys, I am going to actually knock it on the head at this point. Okay, it's high time I was in bed. Marcy is asleep on the bed, and I want to get inside the bed and be asleep as well. That's kind of how it's going at the moment. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. I've enjoyed this one. I only do these because I enjoy them. I sometimes moan about YouTube and moan about being tired, but yeah, I do this because I enjoy it. It's been really well worth being here. So I'll see you guys all on the flip-flop. Sunday, 3 p.m. Central USA time, 9 p.m. in UK. We will do it again. So 10:10 till we do it again. And Kasana, I will drop you a message very soon, and we will sort stuff out and see what's going to happen next Wednesday if you're free. So as Ron says, bye all. Take care. Andy, stay safe. I certainly will. Stay safe, guys. Have a great time ahead, and be good to each other. See you soon in a future video, guys. Thanks again to all the moderators for a great job done. Love, light, bless.